Welcome to our channel. We are so glad you found your way here. Let us help you fall asleep. Let's begin with the Praetor's Edict, finding stillness in the year's Roman legal program. Take a slow, deep breath in and release it. Let the noise of today fall away as we step back, not just hours or years, but centuries, into the vast theater of crime and punishment in ancient Rome. If you genuinely like our videos, please hit like and subscribe. This monumental legal framework emerged during a period of significant transformation in the Roman Republic. It sought to address the complexities of urban life and the intricacies of civil relationships. The Praetor, as an authoritative figure, wielded considerable influence over legal proceedings, often navigating the delicate balance between established tradition and the evolving needs of society. In this era, legal institutions expanded in response to increasing urbanization, commerce, and diverse citizenry. Legal scholars and practitioners found themselves grappling with the intricacies of rights and obligations. The Praetor's Edict served as a guiding document, outlining the principles of justice that would permeate Roman law. By establishing a framework that emphasized fairness and accessibility, it aimed to provide a sense of order in the increasingly chaotic urban landscape. The edict allowed for the adaptation of legal norms, ensuring that the law remained relevant and practical. Within this historical context, the edict also reflected Roman values, emphasizing the importance of community and individual rights. Its provisions laid the groundwork for future legal developments, influencing not only Roman law but also the legal systems of numerous cultures that followed. The enduring legacy of the Praetor's Edict is evident in its capacity to shape both the practice of law and the societal structures surrounding it. This influence continues to resonate in contemporary legal thought and practice. The role of the Praetor emerged as a pivotal element within Roman law and governance. This magistrate wielded significant authority, primarily overseeing the administration of justice. Tasked with the development and interpretation of legal principles, the Praetor's decisions shaped the contours of Roman civil law. It was through their edicts that legal precedents were established, reflecting the evolving norms of society. These officials not only presided over judicial proceedings, but also possessed the discretion to create new laws, known as leges. This ability to adapt the legal framework allowed the Praetor to respond to the needs of a dynamic population. In this capacity, the Praetor acted as a bridge between the rigid structures of existing statutes and the fluidity of social customs. The annual announcement of the Praetor's Edict marked a significant moment in the legal calendar. By articulating the principles governing judicial process for the upcoming year, this proclamation provided clarity and consistency for citizens and jurists alike. Such foresight ensured that justice remained accessible, promoting stability in governance. Through these actions, the Praetor reinforced a system where law was not merely a codified set of rules, but a living framework capable of evolving alongside the society it served. The enduring legacy of this role underscores its importance in shaping the very foundations of legal thought. Transitioning from monarchy to republic marked a significant evolution in Roman legal systems. This shift introduced a complex framework that emphasized the role of citizens in governance and lawmaking. The early monarchy relied heavily on the authority of kings, who served as both rulers and primary sources of legal edicts. The consolidation of power in individual hands limited participation and enforced a rigid structure that often stifled dissent. With the establishment of the Republic, a new governing body emerged in the form of the Senate, alongside elected magistrates. This structure allowed for a broader representation of the populace in legal matters. Legal decisions began to reflect diverse perspectives, incorporating the views of various social classes. The 12 Tables, established in the mid-5th century BCE, exemplified this shift by codifying laws accessible to all citizens, further enhancing transparency and fairness. Judicial procedures became more structured, with established roles for magistrates and jurors. They facilitated conflict resolution, promoting a sense of order and communal responsibility. The adaptation of legal principles also allowed for the growth of jurisprudence, laying the groundwork for future legal thought. As these systems evolved, they inspired subsequent civilizations, influencing legal frameworks far beyond the borders of ancient Rome. The reverberations of this transformation continue to resonate in modern legal practices today. The structure of Roman legal institutions in the early Republic was marked by a distinct hierarchy and organization, reflecting the societal values and governance of the time. This period saw the establishment of various magistracies, each with specific responsibilities and powers. Consuls, the highest elected officials, held significant authority, overseeing both military and civil matters. Beneath them, praetors emerged as essential figures in the administration of justice, tasked with presiding over legal disputes and ensuring the application of laws. In this context, the Senate played a crucial role as an advisory body composed of elite members. It influenced legislation and policy, shaping the legal landscape. The integration of plebeian demands into the legal framework marked a significant shift, as the Concilium Plebis provided a platform for the voices of the common people. This inclusion led to the formulation of the 12 Tables, which codified laws and ensured a measure of transparency in legal proceedings. Legal practices flourished within this framework, with lawyers beginning to emerge as specialists, providing counsel and representation. The interplay between different institutions created a dynamic system where laws evolved to address societal needs. Each magistrate, with their distinct role, contributed to a slowly developing legal tradition that would resonate through the centuries, laying foundational principles still observed in contemporary legal systems. The Edict, a formal declaration, served as a primary source of law, marking a significant evolution in Roman jurisprudence. It established a framework that allowed legal norms to be articulated clearly and uniformly, enhancing the predictability of legal outcomes. This document was not merely a collection of rules. It was a living instrument, evolving with each magistrate's tenure, reflecting the needs and values of the society it governed. This region, marked by its bustling marketplaces and courts, witnessed the gradual emergence of a more structured legal system. The edict facilitated the interaction between different social classes, providing a level of legal recourse that had previously been inaccessible to many. It created an environment where citizens could seek justice, fostering a sense of order in an otherwise complex urban landscape. With the passage of time, the principles enshrined in the edict began to permeate various aspects of Roman life. Legal scholars and practitioners referenced it extensively, ensuring that its influence extended beyond mere governance into the realms of commerce and personal relations. These changes laid the groundwork for future legal codifications. The Edictum Perpetuum emerged as a crucial development in the standardization of legal principles. This foundational text provided a framework that sought to unify the diverse legal practices scattered across the Roman Empire. By consolidating various laws into a coherent structure, it facilitated the administration of justice and promoted consistency in legal interpretations. Such standardization reduced ambiguity and fostered a sense of stability within the legal system. It codified essential principles that govern civil interactions, addressing issues such as property rights, contractual agreements, and family law. These principles became the bedrock upon which legal proceedings were based, ensuring that citizens, regardless of their geographic location, were subject to a unified set of rules. This alignment not only simplified legal processes, but also enhanced the clarity with which laws were conveyed. The establishment of the Edictum Perpetuum allowed magistrates to reference a reliable source, minimizing discrepancies in judicial decisions. This consistency was particularly vital in a sprawling empire where local customs often varied significantly. The edict's influence extended beyond the immediate legal framework, serving as an educational tool for aspiring lawyers and officials. The accessibility of these codified principles marked a significant transition toward a more systematic approach to law, fostering a deeper understanding of rights and responsibilities among the citizenry. The influence of the edict on jurisprudence in ancient Rome was profound, shaping legal thought for centuries. This comprehensive document provided a foundation for the development of legal codes, guiding magistrates in their interpretations and applications of law. It established a framework that encouraged consistency and fairness in judicial proceedings. The edict introduced principles that emphasized the importance of equity, allowing for a more nuanced understanding of justice. It recognized the complexities of human behavior and the diverse circumstances that might influence legal outcomes. This acknowledgement paved the way for a more adaptable legal framework, one that could address the varying needs of individuals within the community. In addition, the edict facilitated the evolution of legal terminology, enriching the lexicon of Roman law. The clarity it provided helped legal scholars articulate complex concepts, fostering a vibrant discourse among jurists. These discussions would contribute to the development of legal theory, influencing both contemporary and future interpretations of law. Generations of legal scholars built upon the foundations laid by this influential edict. Its principles continued to resonate throughout the empire, informing not only the practice of law, but also the broader societal understanding of justice and governance. The lasting impact of this legal text remains evident in the foundations of modern legal systems. The language of the edict serves as a bridge between ancient and contemporary legal thought. Key terminology within this document reveals the values and societal structures of its time. Terms such as ius embody the concept of law as a guiding principle, reflecting a society striving for order and justice. This foundational notion persists, influencing modern interpretations of legal rights and responsibilities. Specific phrases delineate the scope of authority and responsibility. Words like Praetor, referring to the magistrate endowed with administrative powers, signify the bureaucratic complexity that characterized Roman governance. Such roles emphasize the importance of regulation and oversight in maintaining societal balance. The presence of these terms underscores a legal system defined by deliberation and structured processes. Legal principles articulated in the edict resonate through subsequent generations. Concepts of contractus and obligatio highlight the importance of agreements and obligations, framing the interplay between individuals within the legal landscape. These ideas remain integral to the fabric of contemporary law, illustrating a continuity of thought transcending time. The nuanced lexicon captures the essence of Roman legal philosophy, emphasizing both individual rights and communal responsibilities. This intricate vocabulary not only enhances the comprehension of legal texts, but also fosters an appreciation for the enduring legacy of Roman jurisprudence within the broader context of legal evolution. The concept of ius forms the cornerstone of the Roman legal framework, embodying principles of justice and rights that shaped governance and societal order. This framework is characterized by its systematic approach, distinguishing between different types of law, such as public and private, civil and natural. Within this structure, ius serves not only as a set of rules, but also as an ethical guideline, reflecting the Roman belief in a universal moral order. The application of ius extended beyond mere legal statutes, influencing daily life and interactions among citizens. It established the foundation for dispute resolution, ensuring that individuals could seek redress through established legal channels. This reliance on codified laws underscored the importance of predictability and stability in Roman society. Legal practitioners, known for their expertise in ius, played a pivotal role in interpreting and applying these principles. Their interpretations often adapted to the evolving needs of society, demonstrating a dynamic interplay between written law and societal values. The intricacies of ius also included the intersection of formal legal processes with customary practices, illustrating a holistic view of legal obligations and rights. Over time, the enduring impact of ius can be observed in various legal systems worldwide, reflecting the deep-rooted influence of Roman law on contemporary jurisprudence. This legacy continues to resonate, underscoring the foundational principles that guide justice today. The Praetorian office served as a pivotal element in the administration of Roman law, tasked with maintaining order in the burgeoning empire. The Praetor wielded significant authority. This included the power to interpret and apply laws, a responsibility that necessitated a deep understanding of legal principles and social customs. It was within these parameters that the Praetor devised edicts, which functioned as guidelines for legal proceedings. These edicts shaped the legal landscape, adapting to the needs of the populace, while ensuring justice remained accessible. The ability to issue a new edict at the beginning of each year allowed for a dynamic legal framework, reflecting contemporary issues and societal changes. Judicial responsibilities encompassed presiding over court cases, where the Praetor evaluated evidence and rendered decisions. This role emphasized impartiality, with a commitment to fairness that bolstered public trust in the legal system. The Praetor also oversaw the administration of public and private law, addressing disputes that spanned various aspects of life. In addition to legal duties, the Praetor's influence extended to military matters, particularly in times of crisis. This multifaceted role underscored the office's importance in maintaining civil order. Through a blend of legal acumen and leadership, the Praetor exemplified the enduring principles of justice that continue to shape legal systems worldwide. Micotes played a pivotal role in Roman legal proceedings, serving as a bridge between the patricians and the plebeians. This class, composed of wealthy citizens who were primarily involved in commerce and trade, held significant influence in both society and the legal sphere. Their interests often aligned with those of the elite, yet they maintained a unique position that allowed them to advocate for the broader populace. And in the courtrooms, equites often acted as jurors, providing a necessary perspective that could temper the power dynamics inherent in patrician-dominated legal processes. Their presence helped foster a degree of balance and fairness, ensuring that cases were examined from multiple angles. This participation was not merely ceremonial. Their economic interests frequently intersected with legal outcomes, motivating them to engage actively in the judicial system. The equestrian class also contributed to the development of legal practices and interpretations. Their experiences in commerce and trade endowed them with practical insights into contracts and transactions, which were crucial in cases involving commercial disputes. As these individuals navigated the complexities of the law, they influenced the evolution of legal principles, leaving an indelible mark on the framework that governs modern legal systems. This dynamic interaction underscored the importance of diverse perspectives in maintaining the integrity of justice and shaped the course of Roman law. The evolution of legal principles was significantly shaped by the interaction between civil law and natural law. Civil law, rooted in human-made statutes and regulations, served the practical needs of society, ensuring order and predictability. Natural law, on the other hand, emerged from philosophical contemplation, embodying universal truths and moral imperatives that transcend specific legal codes. This region of thought represented a fundamental tension within the legal landscape. Jurists often grappled with reconciling the rigidity of written law with the fluidity of ethical considerations. The interplay between these two paradigms encouraged legal scholars to explore the relationship between human conduct and the overarching principles of justice. Discussions in legal forums frequently highlighted the necessity of aligning civil statutes with natural law to foster a just society. It became apparent that laws devoid of moral foundation risked becoming instruments of oppression. These debates contributed to a deeper understanding of human rights, advocating for the recognition of inherent dignity within the law. Such interactions influenced not only Roman legal thought, but also laid the groundwork for future legal systems. The acknowledgement of natural law's role in civil governance continues to resonate, reflecting the enduring quest for harmony between human-created frameworks and the ethical dimensions that underpin them. This ongoing dialogue remains pivotal in shaping contemporary legal discourse. The evolution of legal procedures in Roman courts illustrates a significant transformation driven by the need for order and justice. Early systems relied heavily on oral traditions, where disputes were settled through public declarations and personal testimony. This reliance on rhetoric established a foundation for legal argumentation, emphasizing the importance of eloquence and persuasion. Written laws gradually emerged, leading to a more structured approach to legal proceedings. The introduction of the 12 tables in the mid-5th century BCE marked a pivotal moment, establishing a codified system that provided clarity and consistency. These laws laid the groundwork for a more formalized judicial process, allowing citizens to know their rights and the limitations of those rights. As the Republic progressed, the role of magistrates became increasingly crucial. They acted as intermediaries, overseeing legal disputes and ensuring adherence to established laws. This period saw a growing complexity in legal matters, prompting the development of specialized legal professionals. Advocates emerged, skilled in the art of persuasion, while jurists began to interpret laws in ways that reflected the evolving societal values. By the late Republic, the courts had become arenas of public life, where legal proceedings were not merely administrative but integral to the civic experience. This transformation reflected a broader shift towards the rule of law, establishing a legacy that would influence legal systems for centuries to come. Legal precedent became a cornerstone of Roman jurisprudence, embodying the principle of stare decisis. This approach emphasized the importance of consistency in judicial decisions, guiding judges to adhere to established rulings. Such a framework fostered predictability in legal outcomes, allowing citizens to understand the implications of their actions within the context of existing laws. This method significantly contributed to the stability of Roman society. The application of stare decisis ensured that previous rulings were respected, which in turn cultivated a sense of trust in the legal system. Disputes could be resolved not merely based on the whims of individual judges, but through a well-defined corpus of legal principles. This practice bolstered the idea that law was not simply an expression of power, but a living entity that evolved through interpretation and application. In this context, judicial decisions gained weight, forming a repository of knowledge that future legal professionals could reference. Over time, these precedents became integral to the legal education of aspiring jurists, who studied landmark cases to grasp the nuances of Roman law. The legacy of this structured approach continued to resonate long after the fall of Rome, laying the groundwork for many contemporary legal systems. The echo of these principles can still be felt in modern judicial practices worldwide. The edict served not only as a legal framework, but also as a vital instrument for promoting social justice and equity within the Roman Empire. It addressed the disparities faced by various social classes, ensuring that the marginalized received protection under the law. It established mechanisms that allowed these individuals to voice grievances, thereby bridging the gap between the powerful and the powerless. Legal protections extended beyond the elite, reaching into the everyday lives of citizens. This inclusion fostered a sense of belonging and security, vital for social cohesion. The principles embedded within the edict encouraged the dismantling of rigid class structures, enabling a more equitable society. Through this approach, it aimed to balance the scales of justice, ensuring that all voices were heard and respected. Enforcement of the edict was essential for its success. Officials were tasked with upholding these standards, becoming the guardians of its ideals. They ensured that the provisions were accessible, promoting legal literacy among the populace. This effort cultivated an awareness of rights and responsibilities, empowering individuals to seek redress. The interplay of law and society within this framework has had lasting implications. It laid the groundwork for modern concepts of justice, emphasizing the necessity of equity and access in legal systems. The legacy of the edict endures, echoing through the corridors of contemporary judicial thought. The Praetor's edict fundamentally reshaped the landscape of property rights in ancient Rome. This framework offered clarity and structure to legal transactions, establishing a foundation for future property laws. Acknowledging the complexity of ownership, it facilitated the resolution of disputes, ensuring that property could be transferred with a degree of certainty. Legal protections were enhanced, allowing individuals to assert their rights more confidently within the bustling marketplace. This region witnessed significant advancements in the understanding of possessory rights. The edict introduced a variety of legal actions, empowering citizens to seek redress when their entitlements were infringed. It delineated the boundaries between public and private lands, creating a more organized approach to land use. As a result, these legal provisions encouraged investment and development, fostering economic growth. The implications of the edict extended beyond the immediate legal context. It cultivated a sense of security among landowners, which in turn stimulated agricultural and commercial activities. Over time, these changes laid the groundwork for a more sophisticated legal system that would influence subsequent civilizations. And the broader scope of governance, the Praetor's Edict became a symbol of the evolving relationship between the state and its citizens. It reflected an increasing recognition of individual rights and the necessity for a balanced legal framework in societal progress. The enduring influence of these principles can still be felt in modern legal systems today. This influence extended significantly into contract law, shaping the framework through which agreements were formed and enforced in ancient Rome. Contracts, regarded as essential components of commerce and social order, were meticulously defined under this edict. Provisions established the prerequisites for valid agreements, ensuring clarity and mutual consent between parties. The stipulations within the edict provided a foundation for understanding obligations, rights, and remedies, fostering a climate of trust and predictability. It introduced the concept of good faith, emphasizing the moral and ethical obligations inherent in contractual relationships. This principle played a crucial role in shaping expectations, encouraging honesty in transactions, and safeguarding against deceitful practices. Legal scholars and practitioners meticulously interpreted the edict, expanding its implications through case law and legal commentary. These interpretations contributed to a more nuanced understanding of contractual obligations, allowing for adaptations to the evolving complexities of commerce and society. As trade networks expanded, the significance of enforceable contracts grew, reflecting the increasing interdependence of individuals and communities. The edict served as a guiding framework, streamlining disputes and promoting resolution through established legal principles. The legacy of these regulations resonates throughout history, providing insights into the development of contract law and its enduring relevance in contemporary legal discourse. This foundational text remains a testament to the sophistication of ancient Roman legal thought. Customs served as a vital undercurrent in the formation of the Praetor's Edict, often guiding its provisions and interpretations. It reflected the evolving social fabric of Roman society, adapting to the needs and behaviors of its citizens. This dynamic relationship between established norms and legal structures allowed for a more natural integration of legal principles into daily life, fostering a sense of continuity and predictability. In this region, practices that had developed over generations were not merely anecdotal. They were embedded within the legal framework, shaping how laws were administered and understood. The edict itself often mirrored these customs, creating an interplay where formal legal statutes would acknowledge and incorporate popular practices and beliefs. Such integration ensured that the law remained relevant, responsive to the realities faced by individuals and communities. Judicial interpretation relied heavily on customary practices, with magistrates drawing upon these traditions to inform their decisions. This reliance on custom established a profound connection between the populace and the legal system, affirming the importance of collective memory in shaping the law. Through this lens, the edict evolved not as a rigid set of rules, but as a living document, capable of adjusting to the shifting landscape of societal values and expectations. The enduring influence of custom within the edict underscores the adaptability of Roman legal thought amidst changing circumstances. The 12 Tables served as a foundation for Roman law, encapsulating the principles of justice that guided society. This foundational document provided a framework that the edict would later navigate, adapting to social needs while preserving essential legal traditions. Established during the mid-5th century BCE, these tables were the first written expression of Roman law, addressing both public and private matters. The relationship between the edict and the 12 Tables reflects an evolution of legal thought, fostering a dialogue between established norms and emerging realities. It allowed for interpretations that could accommodate new societal structures and relationships, emphasizing flexibility in the face of change. This adaptability ensured that the legal system remained relevant, addressing issues that arose over time without losing sight of its origins. The edict functioned as a living document, drawing from the foundational principles laid out in the 12 tables, while allowing for modifications that resonated with contemporary circumstances. Each iteration of the edict echoed the core tenets of justice, establishing a continuity that linked the past with the present. In this way, the edict not only preserved the legacy of the 12 tables, but also enriched it, fostering a dynamic interplay that sustained the Roman legal system through centuries of transformation and growth. The edict served as a vital instrument in the realm of criminal law, delineating the boundaries of permissible behavior while ensuring accountability within society. Each provision established a framework for addressing offenses, reflecting the evolving moral standards of the time. The clarity it provided allowed citizens to navigate the complexities of the law with greater assurance, fostering a sense of order in public life. In instances of transgression, the edict outlined specific procedures for prosecution and defense, emphasizing the importance of due process. This framework not only empowered magistrates to enforce the law effectively, but also safeguarded the rights of the accused. By ensuring that legal proceedings were conducted fairly, it mitigated the potential for arbitrary governance, reinforcing the rule of law within the community. The edict's adaptability further enhanced its relevance in addressing emerging criminal issues, allowing it to respond to the changing dynamics of Roman society. Over time, it incorporated new offenses and penalties, reflecting societal values and public sentiment. This responsiveness contributed to the edict's longevity, ensuring that it remained a cornerstone of legal practice. Through its careful balance of regulation and fairness, the edict played an essential role in maintaining social order. The edict established a framework within which legal remedies gradually evolved. This structure allowed for the development of innovative solutions to emergent social issues. Remedies began to reflect the changing dynamics of society, addressing grievances not only through monetary compensation, but also through restorative practices aimed at re-establishing harmony among affected parties. Judges, equipped with the edict's principles, navigated complex disputes with a newfound perspective. The flexibility provided by the edict enabled them to tailor resolutions to the specific circumstances of each case. With time, practices shifted from rigid punitive measures to more rehabilitative approaches. This region saw the emergence of mediators, individuals trained in conflict resolution, who facilitated dialogue between disputants, fostering understanding and cooperation. This marked a significant departure from traditional litigation, as the focus began to center on community welfare rather than mere legal victory. In parallel, the edict inspired the creation of legal precedents, which further refined the scope and application of remedies. Each decision contributed to a collective understanding of justice, intertwining individual circumstances with broader societal values. Over decades, the evolution of legal remedies under the edict reflected a sophisticated interplay between law and societal needs, underscoring the enduring relevance of this legal framework in the Roman world. The Senate played a pivotal role in shaping legal principles, acting as a forum for deliberation and decision-making. This institution, comprised of Rome's most esteemed political figures, wielded considerable influence over the development of legal doctrines through careful debate and consensus building. Senators sought to align the law with the prevailing moral values and expectations of Roman society. In this environment, legal principles were not static. They evolved in response to emerging issues and societal shifts. Senators proposed and debated various amendments to existing laws, ensuring that the legal framework remained relevant. It became a channel for the articulation of public grievances, allowing citizens to voice concerns that could lead to legislative change. The edict itself served as a reflection of the Senate's priorities, encapsulating the ideals of justice and order. It provided a structured approach to dispute resolution, emphasizing fairness and accessibility. This commitment to legal equity was evident in the processes established for adjudication, fostering a sense of trust in the governing system. Amid the complexities of governance, the Senate's ongoing refinement of legal principles ensured a dynamic legal landscape. The interplay between legislation and social norms highlighted the importance of this institution in maintaining stability and promoting a cohesive societal framework within the Roman Empire. The Praetor's edict served as a vital instrument within the Roman legal framework, establishing guidelines for adjudicating disputes. It emphasized the principle of good faith, a concept deeply embedded in Roman jurisprudence. Good faith, or bona fides, guided interactions between individuals, fostering trust and fairness in transactions. This fundamental notion ensured that parties approached agreements with honesty and integrity, aligning their actions with the spirit of the law. In practice, the Praetor's edict provided a flexible foundation for legal proceedings, allowing the magistrate to adapt legal principles to the evolving societal context. It created space for equitable resolutions, acknowledging that rigid application of laws might not always serve justice. This adaptability reflected an understanding that legal systems must resonate with the moral compass of the citizenry. The emphasis on good faith also underscored the relationship between personal conduct and legal obligations. Individuals were encouraged to act in accordance with shared ethical standards, which reinforced the social fabric of the empire. Legal decisions rooted in good faith often yielded outcomes that transcended mere compliance, fostering a sense of community and mutual respect. This intricate balance between law and morality enabled the Praetor's edict to resonate through the annals of Roman history, leaving a legacy that influenced subsequent legal systems and philosophical discourse. The relationship between the edict and the Roman citizen was foundational to its enduring impact. It served as a bridge, connecting the citizenry to a framework of justice that was both accessible and relevant. This proximity fostered a sense of belonging, as individuals recognized their rights and responsibilities within this structured society. The edict's provisions often addressed the everyday challenges faced by citizens, providing clarity amidst the complexities of legal proceedings. Citizens could seek redress through established channels, knowing that their grievances would be considered with care. This accessibility contributed to a public perception of the law as a protective mechanism rather than a punitive force. In this way, the edict functioned as an embodiment of social equity, allowing individuals from diverse backgrounds to engage with the legal system. The Praetor's role in interpreting the edict further enhanced this relationship by demonstrating adaptability to shifting social norms and values. It ensured that the law remained pertinent to the lives of citizens. Through its various iterations, the edict reflected an evolving understanding of justice, one that recognized the dynamic nature of society. This responsive legal framework also began to address the status of women within Roman society. Though traditionally marginalized, the edict introduced provisions that gradually expanded the rights and roles of women. It acknowledged their contributions to family and economic life, allowing for greater autonomy in property ownership and financial transactions. Women could now engage in legal contracts and manage their own affairs, an unprecedented shift in a predominantly patriarchal system. These changes did not occur overnight. The influence of the edict unfolded over generations, reflecting broader societal transformations. Legal scholars and practitioners debated its implications, creating a nuanced discourse around gender and law. The gradual acceptance of women's rights illustrated a growing recognition of their agency. It also marked a significant departure from earlier legal structures that often relegated women to subordinate positions. In this context, the edict served as a catalyst for change, fostering a climate where women's voices could emerge. This evolution was not uniform. Regional variations and social class distinctions influenced how these rights were implemented. Nevertheless, the edict's legacy resonated through time, shaping the legal landscape for future generations. It provided a framework that would eventually support movements for equality, echoing the enduring quest for justice within the complexities of human society. The intertwining of religion and law in ancient Rome illustrates a profound connection between spiritual beliefs and societal structure. The authority of the divine heavily influenced legal proceedings and the formulation of statutes. Priests, known as pontiffs, played a crucial role as guardians of religious law, shaping legal norms to align with divine will. Rituals and ceremonies permeated the legal process, ensuring that the favor of the gods was sought before judgments were rendered. These practices included auspicious sacrifices and solemn invocations, serving not only as spiritual acts, but also as formalities that lent legitimacy to the law. In this context, the sacred and secular realms were inseparably linked, guiding both personal conduct and public governance. Deities were often invoked in legal oaths, binding individuals to uphold their commitments under the watchful eyes of the divine. This connection underscored the moral weight of legal obligations, reinforcing the notion that justice was not merely a human construct, but a reflection of higher truths. The evolution of Roman law also reflected changes in religious thought, adapting as new philosophies and deities emerged. This responsive nature showcased the dynamic interplay between evolving societal values and the legal framework, which remained rooted in the ancient reverence for the divine. The legacy of these intertwined traditions continues to resonate in contemporary legal systems, where ethical considerations often mirror moral imperatives. The edict established a framework that would influence the legal status of individuals, particularly those subjected to servitude. This framework provided a legal structure that governed the complex relationships between free citizens and those in bondage. Over time, it became apparent that the principles embodied within the edict informed the treatment and rights of enslaved individuals, prompting a shift in legal perceptions surrounding servitude. The implications of this shift were profound, as it introduced the concept of legal personhood for certain enslaved individuals, allowing for limited rights and protections. Enslaved individuals could appeal to the courts in specific instances, a significant deviation from earlier practices that viewed them purely as property. This gradual recognition altered the dynamics of servitude, positioning it within a more nuanced legal context. In various provinces, Local interpretations of the edict influenced how slavery was practiced, leading to regional variations in the treatment of enslaved persons. Some areas began to adopt more humane practices, reflecting the evolving moral landscape shaped by the edict's principles. The ramifications extended beyond Roman borders, as these legal frameworks were absorbed into the laws of territories influenced by Roman governance. This enduring legacy highlights the edict's pivotal role in shaping the discourse surrounding human rights and the ethical dimensions of servitude throughout history. The edict established a framework aimed at mitigating social inequality, presenting legal guidelines designed to protect the vulnerable within the community. It sought to address the disparities that existed between different classes, particularly between free citizens and enslaved individuals, articulating specific rights and protections. It provided a rare acknowledgement of the dignity inherent in every human life, regardless of status. Institutions formed under this directive were tasked with overseeing the implementation of these protections, creating a structured approach to address grievances. They served to offer recourse for those subjected to exploitation, allowing individuals to seek justice in a society often characterized by rigid hierarchy. This initiative represented a significant shift in the legal landscape, as it not only identified but also sought to rectify the power imbalances entrenched within Roman society. Outcomes of the edict can be observed in subsequent reforms, where the principles of equity began to influence legislations. Legal scholars and philosophers engaged in discussions that reverberated through centuries, prompting further inquiry into the nature of rights. Despite the limitations of the edict, its essence persisted, echoing in the evolution of legal thought. The ramifications of this initiative continue to be relevant, inviting reflection on the ongoing challenges of social inequality and the enduring quest for justice in contemporary societies. The edict established a distinct framework that influenced the differentiation between public and private law. This delineation provided a means to address the complexities of governance and individual rights. Public law encompasses regulations that govern the state and its relationship with citizens, emphasizing the role of authority and societal order. In contrast, private law pertains to the interactions between individuals, focusing on personal rights and obligations. This distinction facilitated a clearer understanding of legal responsibilities, shaping the interactions within a community. The implications of this separation are profound, as it highlights the tension between collective governance and individual liberty. Legal scholars have since built upon these foundations, analyzing how the balance shifts in response to societal needs. In this region of thought, the edict serves as a historical reference point, illustrating a progression in legal interpretation that resonates through time. The evolution of legal codes reveals an ongoing negotiation between public interest and private rights. Reflecting broader cultural shifts, contemporary legal systems continue to grapple with these themes, as questions of justice, equity, and the rule of law remain ever present. The legacy of the edict endures, inviting ongoing scrutiny of how laws are applied and their impact on the fabric of society. This exploration remains vital in understanding the dynamics of power and individual agency. The edict fundamentally transformed legal education in Rome, reshaping the curriculum and pedagogical approaches. Instruction shifted from rote memorization of established laws to a more analytical framework, encouraging critical thinking among students. Legal scholars began to emphasize the importance of understanding underlying principles Rather than merely citing statutes, this evolution fostered an environment where aspiring jurists could engage with the law on a deeper level, teaching methodologies adapted accordingly, with a greater focus on case studies and practical applications. Students explored real-world scenarios, honing their abilities to navigate complex legal dilemmas. This approach cultivated a generation of legal professionals who could not only interpret the law, but also innovate within its structures. The edict encouraged dialogue among legal minds, establishing forums where ideas could be exchanged and debated. In this period, the role of the Praetor gained immense significance. It became essential for jurists to understand the Praetorian edicts as they dictated the evolving landscape of Roman law. As these legal frameworks intersected with societal norms, students were taught to consider the implications of legal decisions on the populace. The legacy of the edict thus extended beyond the classroom, influencing the practice of law and the operation of justice in Roman society, leaving an indelible mark on the legal landscape. This transition marked a profound transformation in the governance and legal frameworks of Roman society. The shift from a republic, defined by its complex political structures and citizen participation, to an empire, centralized under imperial rule, necessitated a re-evaluation of existing legal practices. Authority now resided with the emperor, leading to the codification of laws that prioritized imperial interests over individual rights. Changes in legal principles emerged, reflecting a new hierarchy. The previously collaborative nature of legal proceedings diminished as the emperor's edicts took precedence. These edicts served not only to clarify existing laws, but also to introduce new regulations that aligned with imperial objectives. The role of jurists evolved, from independent advisors to agents of the state, tasked with interpreting and implementing the emperor's will. In this shifting landscape, the notion of justice altered significantly. The focus transitioned from community-oriented decisions to an emphasis on loyalty and adherence to imperial directives. Legal rights became increasingly contingent upon one's relationship with the state, rather than a guaranteed aspect of citizenship. This development contributed to a more rigid and stratified society, where legal standing reflected one's position within the imperial hierarchy. The impact on the populace was profound, as traditional avenues for recourse and advocacy dwindled, reshaping the very fabric of Roman legal identity. The edict established a foundational shift within the framework of Roman military law, reflecting the intricate relationship between governance and military command. Commanders found themselves navigating a landscape transformed by these new legal stipulations, which dictated not only the conduct of troops but also their interactions with civilians. This region, marked by a blend of authority and responsibility, demanded a careful balance between discipline and justice. Military tribunals became increasingly significant as they sought to enforce the provisions set forth in the edict. These courts operated under stringent guidelines, ensuring that disciplinary measures were in accordance with the latest legal precept. They were tasked with addressing offenses that ranged from insubordination to breaches of conduct, all while maintaining order within the ranks. The clarity provided by the edict allowed these tribunals to operate with a renewed sense of purpose, reinforcing the importance of adherence to established norms. And in the shadow of the edict, a new hierarchy emerged, where the influence of military leaders reshaped the interpretation and enforcement of laws. The relationship between soldier and commander was redefined, fostering an environment where loyalty was both a duty and a legal expectation. These developments contributed to an evolving understanding of justice, loyalty, and the rule of law within the expansive reaches of Roman influence. The Praetorian prefect emerged as a pivotal figure within the Roman legal framework, assuming responsibilities that transcended mere military oversight. This role, initially designed for the protection of the emperor, gradually evolved into a complex blend of administrative and judicial authority. The prefect wielded considerable influence, mediating between the imperium and the citizens, ensuring that laws were not only enforced but also interpreted in a manner that reflected the emperor's intentions. In this dynamic environment, the prefect became a crucial arbiter in legal disputes, often bridging the gap between the ruler's decrees and the populace's needs. The concentration of power in this office allowed for a nuanced application of justice, with decisions made in the context of prevailing social norms and expectations. Such adaptability was essential in maintaining order amidst the vast diversity of cultures within the empire. The relationship between the Praetorian prefect and the emperor was marked by a delicate balance of trust and oversight. While the prefect acted as a loyal enforcer of imperial will, it was also imperative for the position to retain a degree of autonomy to effectively manage local governance. This duality of role fostered an intricate web of interactions, shaping the evolution of law and order during one of history's most influential eras. The legacy of this office remains a testament to the adaptability of governance in response to the complexities of human society. The edict influenced provincial governance significantly, offering a structured framework for administration. It established guidelines that empowered local leaders, ensuring that the implementation of laws resonated with the unique cultural and social dynamics of each province. This approach fostered a sense of autonomy, which in turn encouraged civic participation among the populace. The local magistrates found themselves equipped with the necessary tools to address disputes and maintain order, directly reflecting the intentions of the central authority. This balance of power allowed for a more nuanced approach to governance, recognizing the importance of localized decision-making in a vast empire. The legal provisions laid out within the edict were not merely rigid rules but adaptable principles that could evolve alongside the needs of the communities. In this context, the edict served as a bridge between imperial oversight and local customs. It acknowledged the diversity of the provinces, enabling them to retain aspects of their traditional governance while aligning with the overarching framework established by Rome. This adaptability contributed to the stability of the empire, as it minimized resistance and fostered loyalty among the provinces. The enduring impact of this legal program is reflected in the historical documents that detail its implementation, showcasing a governance model that harmonized imperial authority with local identity. This intricate relationship continues to inform discussions on legal evolution and its societal implications. The edict served as a crucial instrument in shaping the understanding of Roman citizenship. It delineated rights and responsibilities, fostering a sense of belonging and identity within the vast expanse of the empire. Such directives were not merely administrative. They represented a profound acknowledgement of the connection between the state and its citizens. The articulation of these rights often reflected the shifting dynamics of power and privilege. Citizenship conferred various legal protections, enabling individuals to navigate the complex societal structures with a degree of security. This legal status was a form of social currency, granting access to courts and the ability to engage in commercial activities. The edict clarified these privileges, ensuring that citizens understood their entitlements in both civic and judicial contexts. In regions where the influence of Rome expanded, the edict played a pivotal role in integrating diverse populations. It facilitated a gradual assimilation, allowing newly incorporated groups to embrace the legal framework that underpinned Roman governance. The language of the edict was often precise, leaving little ambiguity regarding the implications of citizenship. This clarity contributed to the stability of the empire, as individuals recognized the benefits of adhering to Roman law. The connection between the edict and citizenship thus encapsulated a fundamental aspect of Roman identity, reinforcing the enduring structures that govern society. The edict served as a pivotal mechanism for the integration of local laws into the broader framework of Roman governance. This initiative allowed regions to retain aspects of their indigenous legal systems while aligning them with imperial standards. Such an approach fostered a sense of continuity amid the expansive reach of Roman authority, facilitating smoother transitions for newly conquered territories. The nuances of local customs were acknowledged and respected, enabling these regions to adapt their legal practices without completely forsaking their cultural heritage. This careful balancing act not only mitigated resistance, but also cultivated loyalty among the populace. By allowing local rulers some degree of autonomy in legislative matters, the edict reinforced the perception of a benevolent administration. In instances where local laws conflicted with the edict, mechanisms were established to resolve disputes. These procedures ensured that Roman principles of justice were upheld while remaining sensitive to regional differences. As a result, local populations often viewed the edict as a bridge rather than a barrier, encouraging collaboration and coexistence. The gradual evolution of legal practices under the edict exemplified the dynamic nature of Roman law itself. It underscored a recognition that effective governance required an appreciation of diverse legal landscapes, enhancing the empire's stability and cohesion across vast and varied territories. Greek philosophy profoundly shaped Roman legal thought, introducing concepts that fostered a nuanced understanding of justice and ethics. This intellectual exchange provided the foundation for legal principles that resonated throughout the empire. Stoicism, in particular, emphasized natural law, suggesting that universal moral standards should govern human behavior. This perspective influenced Roman jurists, who began to view law not merely as a set of rules, but as an embodiment of broader ethical considerations. The integration of rhetoric from Greek tradition also refined the practice of law within the empire. Jurists adopted persuasive techniques that enhanced legal arguments, allowing for a more sophisticated discourse in courts. This emphasis on reasoned debate contributed to the evolution of legal procedures, fostering an environment where equitable resolutions could be reached. The influence extended to the codification of laws, as jurists sought to balance tradition with innovative thought. The formulation of legal maxims drew from philosophical tenets, establishing principles that remain relevant in contemporary legal systems. A melding of philosophy and law, a distinctive Roman identity emerged, characterized by a commitment to rationality and justice. The enduring legacy of these ideas continues to permeate legal frameworks, reflecting the empire's profound engagement with the intellectual currents of its time. The interplay of these traditions showcases the dynamic nature of legal evolution. The edict serves as a mirror, reflecting the moral values deeply embedded within Roman society. It encapsulates the principles of justice, equity, and the rule of law, which were paramount in maintaining societal harmony. This legal proclamation, issued by magistrates, delineated the rights and obligations of citizens, illustrating a commitment to fairness and accountability. By establishing guidelines, it sought to protect the vulnerable while also reinforcing the responsibilities of the powerful. These stipulations revealed an intrinsic belief in the importance of social order, emphasizing the need for mutual respect among citizens. The edict's language, tempered yet authoritative, conveyed a sense of moral obligation that resonated with the populace. In this context, the evolving interpretations of the edict reflected shifting societal norms, adapting to the changing landscape of Roman life. It served as an anchor, grounding citizens in their ethical duties while also allowing room for progress. Judges and legal scholars interpreted these directives, ensuring that the spirit of the law remained aligned with contemporary values. The application of the edict in various legal matters highlighted an ongoing dialogue between tradition and innovation. This interaction emphasized the importance of moral reasoning in legal contexts, shaping not just the framework of laws, but also the very fabric of Roman identity. Legal scholars played a pivotal role in interpreting the edict, serving as the bridge between ancient principles and contemporary applications. Their analyses provided clarity amidst the complexities of evolving legal standards. Scholars meticulously examined texts, extracting nuanced meanings and implications. This process was not merely academic, it influenced the practical enforcement of laws across the Roman Empire. Interpretations often varied, reflecting regional customs and the unique circumstances surrounding different communities. Through rigorous debate, these scholars contributed to a broader understanding of justice, emphasizing the need for consistency and equity. Such discussions helped to harmonize various interpretations, ensuring that the edict remained relevant in diverse contexts. Their work extended beyond mere interpretation. These intellectuals developed commentaries and treatises that would serve as foundational texts for future generations. As custodians of legal thought, they laid the groundwork for a system that valued reason alongside tradition. This scholarly endeavor reinforced the edict's authority, underscoring its role in promoting a cohesive legal identity. The pursuit of knowledge within this sphere also encouraged critical thinking, urging practitioners to consider the ethical dimensions of their decisions. In doing so, scholars not only shaped the legal landscape, but also contributed to a culture that valued moral integrity alongside legal compliance. Thus, their influence resonated far beyond the confines of law, permeating the very essence of Roman society. The edict established a framework that elevated the concept of legal personhood, transforming individual rights within the vast expanse of Roman governance. This shift allowed for a clearer understanding of the relationship between citizens and their state. The implications of such a development were profound, as it distinguished between various categories of individuals, including freeborn citizens, freedmen, and slaves. Legal personhood granted specific rights and responsibilities, fostering a sense of identity and belonging within this expansive empire. Citizens found themselves endowed with the ability to engage in legal contracts and partake in the civic life that characterized Rome. Freedmen, too, navigated a complex hierarchy, where their status allowed them limited but significant participation in legal matters. The concept also extended to non-human entities, creating a precedent for the recognition of organizations and institutions as bearers of rights. This evolution further complicated the legal landscape, as it blurred the lines between individuals and collective bodies. The edict facilitated a more structured approach to disputes and claims, leading to a more predictable legal environment. In this setting, the nuances of personhood were continually debated, influencing both legislation and societal norms. The interplay of rights among various classes contributed to the dynamic nature of Roman legal thought, shaping governance and societal structure for generations. This development profoundly influenced trade and commerce across the Roman Empire. The edict established a framework that ensured stability and predictability in commercial transactions. Merchants and traders benefited from clearly defined regulations governing their interactions, reducing disputes and fostering a more vibrant marketplace. This environment encouraged the movement of goods and services, connecting distant provinces and facilitating the exchange of resources. Forfissen wo alita alsoras on allowed for the emergence of standardized contracts, which provided both parties with a sense of security. As these practices took hold, trade routes flourished. Linking bustling cities with rural regions, they became conduits of not only commodities, but also cultural exchanges, broadening the horizons of those engaged in commerce. In addition, the edict's focus on the protection of property rights bolstered investment in enterprises. Entrepreneurs felt more confident in their ventures, knowing their assets were safeguarded under the rule of law. This confidence led to innovations in trade practices and the establishment of guilds, further solidifying the economic foundation of society. The reverberations of these changes were felt beyond immediate commercial gains. The increased prosperity from trade contributed to the overall wealth of the empire, enabling the funding of public works and cultural projects, thereby enriching the collective heritage of this ancient civilization. The edict established a foundation for governance that resonates through time, forming a framework that many modern legal systems still reference. This foundation emphasized the importance of written law, ensuring that citizens had access to clear, codified regulations. These principles laid the groundwork for transparency and accountability, ideals that continue to shape contemporary legislation. In examining the edict alongside current legal frameworks, similarities emerge in the pursuit of justice and societal order. Modern systems often prioritize the protection of individual rights, a concept that finds its roots in the stipulations of ancient decrees. The emphasis on due process serves as a direct descendant of these early legal structures, reflecting a shared commitment to fairness and equity. Institutions today bear striking resemblances to those of the past. Courts, tribunals, and legislative bodies mirror the organizational efforts initiated by the edict, signifying a continuity of thought in governance. Legal scholars frequently draw parallels between ancient practices and modern jurisprudence, highlighting how foundational concepts have been adapted to meet the evolving needs of society. The enduring legacy of the edict persists in the principles that guide contemporary law. It serves not only as a historical artifact, but also as a reminder of the enduring quest for order, justice, and societal well-being across the ages. The enduring quest for order, justice, and societal well-being is reflected in contemporary legal frameworks that owe much to ancient practices. Many modern legal systems continue to draw inspiration from the principles encapsulated within the Praetor's Edict. This ancient document established guidelines that not only organized legal proceedings, but also emphasized the importance of equity and fairness. These principles resonate through various aspects of today's legal landscape, where statutes often incorporate the idea of adaptability to changing societal norms. The Praetor's Edict advocated for a dynamic approach to law, allowing for adjustments based on context and individual circumstances. This remains a cornerstone in current judicial interpretations, maintaining relevance in an ever-evolving society. The edict's influence is evident in the way contemporary jurisdictions prioritize access to justice. Legal reforms, inspired by these ancient tenets, strive to eliminate barriers that hinder individuals from seeking redress. Such reforms reflect a recognition that justice must be accessible, mirroring the intent behind the Praetor's original guidelines. This connection serves as a bridge linking past and present, demonstrating that the pursuit of fairness persists through the ages. Legal scholars often reference the edict in discussions about the evolution of legal thought, highlighting its significance in shaping concepts that underpin modern justice systems. The legacy of this ancient decree continues to inform the ongoing dialogue about law's role in society. Public officials serve as the vital link between the ancient decree and the populace. Their responsibilities encompass the interpretation and application of the law, ensuring that it resonates within the everyday lives of citizens. In this context, they act not merely as enforcers, but as interpreters of justice, navigating the intricate relationship between the edict and societal norms. Through their actions, these officials establish a framework that reflects the ideals set forth in the decree. Their presence in the community fosters a sense of order as they mediate disputes and uphold the principles of fairness. This responsibility requires a delicate balance, as they must often weigh the letter of the law against the spirit in which it was enacted. In particular, the role of magistrates becomes pronounced as they apply the edict in judicial settings. Their decisions can create ripples throughout society, influencing public perception of justice and authority. The rigorous adherence to these legal principles serves to bolster public trust in the legal system. Beyond mere enforcement, public officials contribute to the ongoing evolution of the law. They engage in dialogue with citizens, gleaning insights that inform future interpretations of the edict. This dynamic interplay ensures that the legacy of the decree remains relevant, adapting to the shifting tides of societal values and expectations. The decree's influence transcends boundaries, shaping the framework of international legal principles. It serves as a foundational pillar upon which many contemporary legal systems are constructed. Concepts such as due process and equitable treatment echo the ancient declarations, forging connections between historical practices and modern jurisprudence. In this realm, the edict's principles are reflected in various legal instruments and treaties that govern interactions among states. They promote the idea that legal norms must uphold not only the rights of individuals, but also the responsibilities of governing bodies. This duality fosters a balance between authority and accountability, essential for maintaining order in a diverse and global society. The resonance of these principles is evident in the formation of international human rights law. The edict underpins the notion that justice must be accessible and impartial, addressing grievances and protecting the vulnerable. Through this lens, it is apparent that the decree has not only influenced legal scholars, but also inspired movements advocating for reform and justice. As nations navigate complex legal landscapes, the edict's enduring legacy continues to provide a reference point. Its core tenets are woven into the fabric of international law, guiding states in their pursuit of fairness, dignity, and respect for human rights. Amid the challenges of an evolving world order, the Praetorian Edict stands as a testament to the evolving nature of societal values, reflecting a deep awareness of justice within the Roman legal framework. This decree introduced elements that aimed to adapt to the shifting dynamics of social norms, illustrating the power of law to influence behavior and expectations. By recognizing the needs of individuals, it sought to align legal principles with the moral compass of the populace. This initiative facilitated a dialogue between the ruling class and society, allowing for the incorporation of common grievances into formal legal processes. Such responsiveness marked a significant step in the evolution of jurisprudence, as it established a foundation for future legal systems. It encouraged a sense of accountability and transparency, urging leaders to engage more directly with the experiences of their constituents. In this era, legal decisions were no longer isolated from the everyday lives of citizens. Instead, they became intertwined with communal standards and aspirations. The Praetorian Edict thus not only shaped the legal landscape, but also echoed the collective consciousness of society, instilling a greater sense of shared responsibility. The rippling effects of this decree resonate through time, influencing contemporary legal thought. Its legacy serves as a reminder of the intrinsic connection between law and the societal values it seeks to uphold, ensuring that justice remains a living, evolving principle. The edict introduced a framework for redressing grievances, establishing a system where individual rights were acknowledged and protected. It marked the evolution of tort law, allowing parties to seek reparations for wrongful acts that caused harm. This system provided a formal mechanism to address disputes, reflecting the growing complexity of Roman society and its legal needs. In this environment, the edict became a cornerstone for understanding liability and accountability. Legal scholars began to interpret its stipulations, leading to a refined categorization of offenses. Acts of negligence, deceit, and intentional harm were defined with increasing precision. The emphasis on personal rights fostered a culture where individuals could pursue justice autonomously, rather than relying solely on state intervention. As the edict permeated legal thought, its influence extended beyond mere compensation. It shaped societal norms surrounding responsibility, prompting individuals to consider the consequences of their actions on others. This shift contributed to a more nuanced understanding of community and individual interaction, laying the groundwork for modern legal principles. In this manner, the edict did not merely address contemporary issues, it inspired a legacy of legal thought that continued to evolve through subsequent centuries. The development of tort law thus serves as a testament to the enduring impact of the edict, framing the dialogue between law and societal expectations. Advocacy played a pivotal role in shaping Roman legal culture, acting as the conduit through which the edict's principles were interpreted and applied. The presence of skilled orators and advocates transformed the courtroom into a space of persuasion where rhetoric and eloquence were as vital as the laws themselves. This dynamic led to a rich tradition of legal discourse, where the interpretation of statutes often hinged on the abilities of those presenting their arguments. In these proceedings, advocates not only represented their clients, but also engaged with the broader philosophical implications of justice and equity. Their arguments reflected societal values, demonstrating how the legal framework was both a reflection of and an influence on public sentiment. This interplay contributed to a more nuanced understanding of rights and responsibilities, fostering a sense of communal ethics. The role of advocacy extended beyond the courtroom, permeating public life. Speeches delivered in forums and assembly halls echoed legal principles, educating citizens about their rights and the legal processes available to them. Such engagement encouraged an informed citizenry, capable of participating in the legal system and advocating for their interests. In this context, the edict functioned not merely as a set of rules, but as a foundation upon which a culture of advocacy flourished, fostering a dialogue between law and the populace that shaped Roman society profoundly. The edict's influence extended beyond its initial formulation, adapting in response to the shifting dynamics of Roman society. This adaptability allowed it to remain relevant amidst changing political landscapes and social expectations. Legal scholars engaged with it, interpreting its provisions and integrating contemporary values, which ensured its continued application and resonance with citizens. Over the centuries, modifications reflected the complexities of urban life, commerce, and the diverse populations within the empire. It began to encompass emerging concepts of justice and equity, responding to the needs of various classes, from patricians to plebeians. Each iteration of the edict demonstrated a responsiveness to public sentiment, reinforcing its role as a living document. As new legal principles emerged, they were often woven into the framework established by the edict, allowing it to serve as both a guiding principle and a dynamic component of Roman law. This interaction between established rules and evolving societal norms facilitated a deeper understanding of rights and obligations among the populace. The edict's legacy illustrates how legal frameworks can morph over time, reflecting the evolving nature of society itself. Its capacity to adapt fostered a sense of continuity and stability, anchoring Roman citizens in a legal system that resonated with their lived experiences and aspirations. The intertwining of law and ethics shaped the very essence of Roman society. Ethical principles provided a framework guiding the formulation and interpretation of legal codes. This relationship was not merely theoretical. It permeated daily life, dictating social interactions and expectations. The concept of justice, or justitia, was deeply embedded within legal practices, reflecting a broader moral landscape that citizens aspired to uphold. Central to this connection was the role of jurists, who navigated the complexities of ethical dilemmas. They interpreted laws within the context of moral values, ensuring that statutes aligned with societal norms. Legal decisions often transcended mere compliance. They served as reflections of collective ethical standards, reinforcing societal cohesion. Law became a vehicle for promoting virtue, acting as a guide for individual behavior. Contradictions within this relationship occasionally emerged, revealing tensions between established legal frameworks and evolving moral perspectives. Some laws, while legally binding, conflicted with the prevailing ethical sentiments of the populace. These instances prompted debates that influenced the evolution of legal doctrines. The process of legal reform was often driven by a desire to align the law more closely with ethical ideals, highlighting the dynamic nature of this relationship. Such engagement ensured that the Roman legal system remained responsive, adapting to the moral aspirations of its citizens while maintaining order and justice. The citizen played a pivotal role in the engagement with the edict, acting as both participant and observer within this evolving legal framework. Through various avenues, individuals expressed their perspectives on justice, shaping the application of laws that governed their lives. This interaction often occurred in public forums, where debates and discussions allowed citizens to voice their concerns and aspirations. Such gatherings fostered a communal atmosphere, bridging the gap between authority and the populace. In this context, the edict served not merely as a directive, but as a reflection of societal values, prompting citizens to consider their responsibilities in upholding the rule of law. The obligation to report grievances and seek redress became a shared endeavor, emphasizing the interconnectedness of the community. This engagement cultivated a sense of ownership over the legal process, reinforcing the belief that laws were not immutable edicts, but rather living instruments shaped by collective input. Through this participatory governance, citizens found a degree of empowerment, contributing to the continuous refinement of legal practices. Their involvement ensured that the law remained a relevant tool for addressing contemporary issues, underscoring the importance of dialogue and collaboration in the pursuit of justice. This reciprocal relationship fostered a resilient legal culture, one that adapted to the shifting moral landscape of Roman society. The edict significantly influenced family law and marriage, reshaping the institution in accordance with societal values. It introduced measures designed to protect individual rights within familial structures, recognizing the importance of consent and mutual obligation. This marked a departure from previous legal norms that often prioritized patriarchal authority above all else. Provisions within the edict sought to ensure equitable treatment during marriage contracts, delineating responsibilities and rights for spouses. This emphasis on partnership promoted a shift towards more egalitarian familial relationships. The legal framework began to reflect the complexities of love and companionship, rather than merely the transfer of property or lineage. The divorce laws underwent transformation as well, allowing for clearer procedures and justifications. This not only acknowledged the reality of marital dissolution, but also provided individuals with the means to exit untenable situations. Such changes reflected a growing recognition of personal autonomy and emotional well-being in the context of family life. The edict's impact extended beyond legal statutes, influencing societal perceptions of marriage and familial roles. It fostered discussions about the nature of love, fidelity, and the responsibilities inherent in relationships. In this evolving landscape, the concept of family became more inclusive, accommodating new forms and dynamics while still rooted in the prevailing legal framework. The edict introduced a framework aimed at ensuring legal certainty within this expanding notion of family. It established clear guidelines that defined rights and responsibilities, promoting stability amidst a landscape marked by change. This legal architecture facilitated the recognition of various familial arrangements, allowing for the formal acknowledgement of relationships that had previously existed outside traditional bounds. Within this context, the importance of legal certainty cannot be overstated. Individuals found reassurance in the knowledge that their familial ties were protected under the law, fostering a sense of security that encouraged social cohesion. Clarity in legal definitions minimized disputes and empowered individuals to navigate their relationships with confidence, knowing their rights were upheld. The edict also served to reinforce the binding nature of commitments made between individuals, creating a reliable structure for the resolution of conflicts. Such predictability in legal outcomes contributed to a more harmonious society, as the fear of arbitrary judgments diminished. In turn, this stability allowed communities to flourish, fostering deeper connections among their members. Legal certainty remained a cornerstone of the edict, a guiding principle that influenced the evolution of family law. As society continued to adapt, these legal provisions provided a foundation upon which new relationships could be built, ensuring that the bonds of family remained steadfast in a changing world. The edict's influence on the role of judges marked a significant shift in the judicial landscape. Responsibilities evolved from mere arbiters of law to active custodians of social harmony. This transformation required judges to navigate the delicate balance between established legal norms and the emerging complexities of familial relationships. Through their interpretations, they became pivotal in applying the edict's principles, ensuring that justice not only reflected the letter of the law, but also embraced the spirit of community. Judicial discretion grew in importance, allowing them to consider the nuances of each case. This flexibility enabled judges to cultivate an environment where the resolution of disputes could reflect the values and expectations of society. Their decisions often set precedents that shaped subsequent interpretations. influencing the legal trajectories of countless families and their interactions. The evolving role prompted a need for judges to be well-versed in both legal doctrine and the cultural contexts surrounding familial ties. While the edict established foundational guidelines, the judiciary's interpretation ensured the law remained responsive to the needs of the people. In this manner, the legal framework did not become a rigid structure but rather a living entity, adapting to the realities of familial dynamics. Judges, through their careful stewardship, played an integral role in sustaining societal stability in an era characterized by change. The intricate relationship between law and politics in ancient Rome unfolded against a backdrop of shifting power dynamics. Legal frameworks were not merely a set of rules, they were instruments through which political ambitions were realized and societal norms enforced. This was particularly evident during times of upheaval, when the very fabric of governance was tested. Political leaders strategically aligned themselves with legal principles, shaping legislation to secure their positions and influence public sentiment. In this environment, the courts became arenas of political theater, where legal disputes often mirrored broader societal conflicts. This region witnessed senators leveraging legal rhetoric to bolster their authority, while plebeians sought justice as a means of negotiating their place within the hierarchy. The resulting interplay fostered a complex legal landscape where statutes could be both shields and swords in the hands of the powerful. Our judiciary interpretations, influenced by political tides, contributed to a fluid legal system. As cases emerged, they often reflected prevailing ideologies, leading to varied applications of justice. Legal decisions influenced electoral outcomes, reinforcing the notion that law served as an extension of political will. The persistent intertwining of governance and jurisprudence established a legacy, demonstrating that in ancient Rome, the pursuit of order was as much about power as it was about justice. The Praetorian Edict emerged as a significant instrument in Roman law, reflecting a nuanced understanding of equity. This legal framework extended beyond rigid statutes, allowing for adaptive interpretations to meet the complexities of individual cases. It served as a bridge between the strict application of law and the moral imperatives that guided judicial outcomes. By incorporating equitable principles, it created pathways for relief in scenarios where the existing laws might have fallen short. Judges, empowered by this edict, could exercise discretion in their rulings, drawing upon the foundational ideals of fairness and justice. This flexibility was crucial in a society marked by diverse social strata and varying circumstances. The edict not only facilitated the resolution of disputes, but also reinforced the notion that law should evolve in response to societal needs. In this context, the legal system became a living entity, one that reflected the everyday realities of its citizens. The Praetorian Edict thus exemplified a profound shift towards recognizing the importance of individual circumstances within the broader legal framework. Its influence extended through subsequent legal developments, shaping the contours of justice and the administration of law for generations to follow. This legacy continues to resonate, illustrating the enduring relevance of equity in contemporary legal systems. The edict serves as a cornerstone in the evolution of Roman legal rhetoric, influencing the manner in which laws were articulated and interpreted. Through its concise proclamations, it provided a framework for legal discourse, encouraging precision and clarity in language. This emphasis on clarity transformed the interaction between jurists and citizens, establishing a more accessible legal environment. It fostered a culture where legal reasoning could flourish, inviting deliberation and debate. Jurists began to incorporate the principles outlined in the edict into their arguments, bolstering their positions with the authority derived from its text. The structured approach enabled a systematic examination of legal concepts, paving the way for a more sophisticated understanding of justice. Legal practitioners utilized the edict as a foundation for constructing persuasive arguments, effectively enhancing their rhetorical skills. The interplay between the edict and legal rhetoric became a defining characteristic of Roman jurisprudence. It encouraged the growth of a legal lexicon that was both nuanced and robust, allowing for the articulation of complex legal ideas with precision. In this intellectual landscape, the edict acted as both a guiding principle and a reflection of societal values. Its influence extended beyond mere legal text, permeating the very fabric of Roman thought and establishing a legacy that has echoed throughout the annals of legal history. The legacy cultivated by the Praetor's edict established a framework that would shape subsequent legal codifications. This foundational influence can be observed in the development of Roman law, where principles outlined in the edict informed the creation of more structured legal texts. The interplay between the edict and evolving legal thought encouraged a transition from customary practices to codified statutes. Throughout the centuries, subsequent legal scholars and jurists drew upon these principles, integrating them into their own writings and interpretations. The edict's emphasis on equity and justice fostered a more nuanced understanding of law, guiding future generations to consider not only the letter, but also the spirit of legal provisions. In this evolving landscape, various legal systems began to reflect the edict's core tenets, leading to the emergence of concepts such as legal rights, obligations, and the role of the state in ensuring justice. The edict's principles resonated within the frameworks of later legal codes, including the Corpus Juris Civilis, where its influence was unmistakable. As these legal traditions expanded beyond the borders of Rome, the edict's ideals became part of the broader narrative of legal development across cultures. This enduring impact illustrates how foundational texts can transcend their time, continuing to mold the landscape of legal thought for centuries to come. The edict serves as a pivotal document within Roman legal tradition, marking a vital intersection between established law and contemporary societal needs. Its formulation reflects the imperative for legal frameworks to adapt to the evolving dynamics of community values and social movements. In this context, the role of advocacy becomes evident as voices from various strata of society assert their influence on legal discourse. Such movements often arise from collective experiences of injustice, prompting a re-evaluation of existing laws. These grassroots initiatives aim to highlight inequities, empowering citizens to advocate for reforms that align with their aspirations. The edict itself illustrates this phenomenon, incorporating elements that respond to the demands of the populace, thereby reinforcing the notion that law is a living entity, responsive to the societal pulse. Through these interactions, legal systems gain flexibility, allowing for the integration of progressive ideals. The adaptation of laws, influenced by social movements, demonstrates a reciprocal relationship. Legal frameworks yield to the collective wisdom of society while simultaneously guiding public behavior. This synergy fosters an environment where justice can be pursued and norms can evolve. The edict stands as a testament to this relationship, encapsulating the essence of how law can ignite transformation, responding to the collective will while maintaining order within the Roman state. Legal philosophy often seeks to understand the principles that govern human interaction, and the edict's significance lies in its embodiment of such concepts. It provides a framework that emphasizes the balance between authority and the citizenry's need. It illustrates the importance of adaptability in the legal system, acknowledging that static laws cannot always suffice in a dynamic society. This adaptability is crucial in maintaining social cohesion, as the edict allows for adjustments to the law in response to changing circumstances and collective sentiments. The document serves as a foundational touchstone for later legal thinkers who drew upon its principles in their own philosophies. Its implications extend beyond immediate governance, influencing the development of notions such as equity and justice. By recognizing the fluidity of legal norms, it fosters an environment where the law can evolve in concert with societal values. In this context, the edict also reinforces the concept of the rule of law, ensuring that even those in power are subject to legal constraints. It creates a dialogue between rulers and the ruled, affirming that law is not merely a tool for control, but a mechanism for public good. Thus, the edict remains a vital reference point in discussions surrounding the legitimacy and function of law within the broader framework of governance and societal order. The edict embodies a critical shift in the perception of law, emphasizing its adaptability to the evolving needs of society. Through its provisions, it allows for a more fluid interpretation of legal norms, accommodating the complexities of human interaction. This flexibility fosters an environment where legal reform can be pursued with greater intent, encouraging leaders to consider the broader implications of their decisions. In this context, the edict serves as a guiding principle for lawmakers, advocating for a balance between tradition and innovation. It underscores the importance of continuous assessment of legal standards, ensuring they remain relevant in a dynamic social landscape. This principle, embedded within the edict, invites discourse on the role of public opinion and morality in shaping legislation. Various stakeholders, including community leaders and citizens, are drawn into this dialogue. Their insights contribute to the iterative process of reform, enriching the legal framework with diverse perspectives. The edict transcends mere regulation. It becomes a catalyst for engagement, urging a collaborative approach to governance. As legal systems evolve under its influence, the edict highlights the necessity of responsiveness. The capacity to adapt fosters stability, allowing societies to navigate challenges while remaining anchored in their foundational principles. This ongoing evolution reflects a commitment to justice and equity, reinforcing the legitimacy of legal institutions. The edict serves as a foundational pillar in the establishment of legal norms, providing clarity and structure within the evolving framework of Roman law. Its provisions articulate principles that govern behavior, delineating acceptable actions and outlining repercussions for transgressions. This mechanism fosters a predictable environment in which citizens can engage with one another and with the state. Through the issuance of these edicts, various magistrates communicate the expectations of governance and societal conduct, creating a cohesive legal landscape. This clarity is essential, as it not only guides the populace, but also ensures that the judiciary remains aligned with contemporary values and societal needs. The adaptability of the edict permits a responsive legal system capable of addressing emerging issues with precision. In this context, the edict assumes a dual role, both as a directive for individual behavior and as a reflection of collective moral standards. It embodies the principles of fairness and equity, reinforcing the notion that the law serves the community rather than merely imposing constraints. Legal norms established through these pronouncements contribute to a shared understanding of justice, facilitating social order. The edict shaped economic interactions, streamlining processes that governed trade and commerce across the Roman landscape. Clarity in legal pronouncements allowed merchants to operate with confidence, knowing the parameters of transactions were clearly defined. This certainty fostered a bustling marketplace where goods flowed freely from distant provinces to the heart of the empire. Regulations outlined within the edict encouraged investment by protecting property rights and establishing guidelines for contracts. This protection allowed individuals to engage in entrepreneurial activities without the looming fear of arbitrary confiscation or unfair practices. The thriving economy relied on stable legal frameworks that the edict provided, leading to increased wealth and prosperity. Taxation structures also saw refinement, as the edict specified obligations and procedures for collection. A consistent approach mitigated corruption, enabling funds to flow into public coffers effectively. These resources were crucial for the maintenance of infrastructure, further enhancing trade routes and urban centers. Social stratification began to shift as opportunities emerged for lower classes to ascend economically. The edict fortified a meritocratic ethos where success was attainable through enterprise rather than birthright. As economic participation broadened, the vibrancy of Roman society deepened, reflecting a complex interplay between law, commerce, and social mobility. The interplay between the edict and regional customs shaped legal frameworks unique to various provinces. Local traditions influenced the interpretation and application of legal principles, allowing a blend of Roman law with indigenous practices. In this environment, the edict served not merely as a set of regulations, but as a living document, adaptable to the unique cultural contexts of each region. Such adaptations often manifested in the handling of property disputes and contractual obligations. In some areas, customary laws governing land inheritance took precedence, resonating with the community's historical context. This respect for local customs fostered a sense of belonging and ownership among the populace, aiding in the acceptance of Roman legal authority. Judges and magistrates became arbiters of this fusion, tasked with discerning when to apply Roman statutes and when to respect regional variations. This nuanced approach often led to innovative legal solutions, reflecting a dynamic legal landscape. The edict provided a foundational structure while allowing for flexibility, accommodating the diverse societal needs across the empire. As legal scholars studied these interactions, they recognized the edict not solely as a rigid decree, but as a catalyst for legal evolution. Regional customs, in turn, enriched Roman law, creating a robust system responsive to the complexities of life across the empire's vast territories. The edict stands as a testament to the shifting dynamics of political power within the Roman Empire. It reflects a period marked by consolidation and reform, providing insight into the governance of diverse populations. This legal framework allowed for adaptability, responding to social needs while maintaining order. These regulations often mirrored the prevailing political climate, revealing the influence of emperors and their approach to law. In regions where local customs thrived, the edict offered a mechanism for integration, ensuring that traditional practices aligned with imperial expectations. Legal provisions thus facilitated a balance between innovation and continuity, fostering a sense of unity amid diversity. Changes in leadership often brought new interpretations of the edict, signaling a realignment of priorities and governance strategies. These adjustments underscored the interplay between central authority and local autonomy, shaping the lived experiences of the populace. The edict's evolution serves as a historical marker, illustrating how political stability can be both preserved and challenged through legal means. As tensions emerged, so too did adaptations within the framework, allowing for the accommodation of dissenting voices. This ongoing dialogue between law and politics created a fluid environment where the edict reflected the empire's ambitions and the complexities of its administration. Thus, the legal program encapsulated the essence of governance in an ever-evolving landscape. The edict served as a pivotal mechanism in promoting legal accessibility within the Roman framework. By codifying laws and making them publicly available, it transformed legal discourse from an exclusive domain into a more inclusive practice. It facilitated a clearer understanding of rights and obligations, ensuring that citizens, regardless of their social status, could navigate the complexities of the legal system. The dissemination of these principles reflected an awareness of the diverse populace and their varying needs. And in this context, the role of the edict extended beyond mere documentation. It acted as a guiding light for those seeking justice. The language employed was intentionally straightforward, stripping away the convoluted terminology that often alienated individuals from the processes that governed their lives. This clarity not only empowered citizens, but also reinforced the legitimacy of the legal institutions. The impact of the edict resonated throughout the provinces, where local magistrates adopted its tenets to address regional challenges. This adaptation fostered a sense of unity across the empire, as laws were harmonized to respect both local customs and overarching legal principles. The edict underscored the notion that law should serve the people, rather than the other way around. In doing so, it laid the groundwork for a more equitable society where justice was no longer an abstract ideal, but an attainable reality. A lasting impact on legal frameworks emerged from the Praetor's edict, influencing systems beyond its time and borders. Contemporary legal scholars recognize the shifts initiated by this historical mandate, emphasizing the integration of social equity and accessibility within modern jurisprudence. The principles established serve as a foundation for ongoing reforms, encouraging nations to adopt more inclusive practices. Through the lens of this edict, contemporary societies strive to enhance the relationship between law and the citizenry. It fosters an environment where legal systems prioritize transparency and community engagement, reflecting the needs of diverse populations. These modifications encourage a dialogue between lawmakers and the public, promoting a sense of shared responsibility in the pursuit of justice, fostering a culture of accountability and responsiveness. The legacy of this edict persists in various forms across the globe. Initiatives aimed at simplifying legal language and procedures emerge, ensuring that individuals from all backgrounds can navigate the justice system without undue barriers. The focus on restorative justice further emphasizes healing over punishment, advocating for resolutions that repair relationships and restore community harmony. And as legal systems evolve, the influence of the Praetor's edict remains evident. It serves as a reminder that the essence of justice is rooted in the commitment to fairness and the continuous pursuit of equitable solutions for all. The Praetor's edict has transcended its ancient origins, influencing contemporary legal discourse in profound ways. This foundational document reflects a nuanced understanding of law, emphasizing adaptability in response to societal needs. Its principles remain relevant as modern legal systems grapple with evolving moral landscapes and complex societal challenges. In current discussions, The edict serves as a benchmark for assessing justice and legal reform. Scholars and practitioners reference its provisions to advocate for a more responsive judiciary, one that recognizes the importance of contextual factors. The dynamic nature of the edict encourages ongoing dialogue surrounding the interpretation of laws, prompting a critical examination of legislative intent and the impact on diverse communities. This framework allows legal professionals to integrate historical wisdom with modern legal practices. It underscores the importance of accessibility, ensuring that legal remedies are not solely confined to rigid interpretations. By drawing upon the edict, contemporary discourse can explore the intersection of law and equity, fostering a more inclusive approach to justice. The ongoing relevance of the Praetor's edict highlights the necessity of balancing tradition with progress. It acts as a guiding principle, reminding legal scholars and practitioners alike of their responsibility to uphold justice in an ever-changing world, where the quest for fairness remains both timeless and essential. The edict encapsulates several key themes that resonate deeply within the legal framework. Justice emerges as a central tenet, emphasizing not merely the application of laws, but the moral obligation to ensure fairness. Those engaged in the legal profession are reminded that their roles extend beyond mere enforcement. They must also advocate for the vulnerable, ensuring that the scales remain balanced amidst societal shifts. Another significant theme is the importance of adaptability in legal interpretation. The complexities of human behavior and societal evolution necessitate a willingness to reassess established norms. This flexibility fosters a legal landscape that can address emerging challenges while honoring foundational principles. The edict simultaneously underscores the value of continuity, reinforcing that the pursuit of justice is not a fleeting endeavor, but a long-standing commitment. The balance between tradition and innovation serves as a critical lesson, inviting legal scholars to explore new interpretations while remaining rooted in historical context. The edict also highlights the role of community engagement, encouraging practitioners to foster dialogue and collaboration among diverse stakeholders. This approach enhances understanding and promotes a collective pursuit of justice, ensuring that the legal system remains responsive and relevant. Through these reflections, the edict provides a framework for navigating the complexities of law in contemporary society. The relevance of the Praetor's edict extends far beyond its original context, shaping the foundations of modern legal systems. Its principles resonate deeply within the structures that govern contemporary society, providing insights into the evolving nature of justice. This edict, with its emphasis on equity and adaptability, serves as a critical reminder of the law's dynamic character. Legal practitioners often draw upon the guiding tenets embedded within this ancient decree, recognizing its capacity to address contemporary dilemmas. These enduring principles facilitate a nuanced understanding of rights and obligations, ensuring that justice is not merely a rigid application of rules, but rather a responsive mechanism attuned to societal needs. In many jurisdictions, the edict's influence manifests in the practices of judicial discretion and the interpretation of statutes, allowing for flexibility in the face of unforeseen circumstances. This adaptability is essential as legal frameworks encounter the challenges posed by technological advancements and shifting cultural landscapes. The wisdom contained within the Praetor's edict fosters a reflective approach toward legislation, urging lawmakers to consider the broader implications of their decisions. The echoes of its guidance can be observed in discussions surrounding legal reform, underscoring the importance of maintaining a balance between tradition and innovation in the pursuit of justice. The legacy of this ancient edict endures, continually shaping the discourse of modern law.